in labor, but I've been having a lot of contractions for days now, and they're getting like more consistent and longer. So last night I started timing them at 7:50 p.m. It was like a minute long, and then I had another one after 6 minutes, and then it was a minute and 15 seconds long, and then 3 minutes later I had another one. Then I had a big break, like 20 minutes, and then I had another one for a minute and 12 seconds. 7 minutes later, another minute and a half long one. 2.5 minutes later, another almost 2 minute contraction. And then my app started telling me that they were an average of 5 minutes apart and lasting for over a minute, and that I should go to the hospital. But I was like, well, I'm not really in that much pain. Like, they're uncomfortable, but like I could still talk, and like I had to take a couple deep breaths, but like it wasn't anything crazy like I would imagine active labor would be. And my plan is like I don't want to go to the hospital until I'm in like real active labor. Like I want to labor at home for a lot of the uncomfortable parts until my body's like pretty close to like ready to push. And as a first time mom, I know that can take a long time. Like, I don't know, labor can be like 14 to 24 hours. So it's just multiple days now of having a lot of consistent contractions, but then they'll happen for like 2 hours and then kind of stop. So I don't know, I'm having them again now. We're going to keep timing them just out of curiosity. They are getting more painful. When do you think I'll have the baby, babe?
3 or 4 days.
3 or 4 days away still?
3 days. I don't know, man. I'm tired of this game.
The game?
I always think he's coming. You convince me that he's coming.
I don't convince you that he's coming.
Yeah, you do.
I'm just like...
You convince me that he's coming soon, and then I'm like, oh, he's probably coming soon.
He is coming soon, that's for sure.
Yeah, we thought that in like November 20th.
Well, then I sat down on the couch and tried to keep him in.
You're saying you asked. I don't know for my opinion. You asked.
It's just fun to make guesses.
I already guess them. I'm so wrong every time. I said before the 1st, then I said the 5th and a half, then I said the 7th.
Yeah. Well, his due date is in 3 days, so...
Yeah, should be soon.
Should really be soon. We really don't want to go late, because this, like, prodromal labor, false alarms is just... It's exhausting, and it's uncomfortable, and I just feel like I'm in labor for longer. So, they say that it is not an indication that you will have a shorter labor, but I'm really hoping that it is. I hope that these longer contractions are actually dilating me. Regular Braxton Hicks don't dilate you, but I think I'm having prodromal labor, which is like in between. Not everybody gets this, but it's like in between Braxton Hicks and real labor. And those contractions can be dilating you, especially if they're longer. So maybe once I do go into like active labor, I'll progress fast. I don't know how many centimeters I am, but I'm gonna hope that right now I'm at least like a 2 or a 3. There's no way to know. I did not sleep very good last night. Having a lot of anxieties, like just kind of the unknown. I want him to be born. Everyone's like, are you going into labor? My family doesn't live in town. Everyone wants to drive here, but I don't want them to drive here until I'm in labor. So like everyone's kind of waiting on me, and I'm done being pregnant. Hormones are high. But I'm 2 days away from my due date. I'm going into my doctor's right now. I've been declining the cervical checks for like a month. Like I did one cervical check when I was 35.5 weeks, which is pretty early, because like I was having really intense contractions, and I just wanted to see like, am I like going into preterm labor? Like what is going on? And I was about 1 centimeter and my cervix was soft, she said, but I haven't been checked since then. But since that was like 4 weeks ago or more, I'm hoping that I am pretty far along, because I've been having a lot of contractions this week. And they're like long and close together, and like it's like prodromal labor. Like we're getting close. I talked about it last night. But anyways, I think I'll have her do a membrane sweep today. I hear there's like a 1 in 8 chance that puts a woman into labor within about 48 hours. I'm hoping that if like my body's pretty ready, that it will work. Maybe he'll just be born like on his due date. That would be great. So I'm over this. My mom's, we need to go to the doctor. She's like, I'm dying to know what you're at. I'm like, yeah, me too. I don't know. I'll let you guys know what she says. And it's been 2 weeks now since I got my nails done, because I got my nails cut off thinking like he was gonna be born early, just in case, because like all the contractions I was having. And I usually get my nails in like every 3 to 4 weeks. It's kind of early now, but I'm like, maybe I should just go now, because then it restarts the clock, so I have another like month from now, because he's really gonna be born soon. And also I need them like really short. They're short still, because I like cut them off, but they're like kind of, they grow fast. I'm pregnant. All right, that's a summary of my day lined up. Let's go see what this doctor has to say. I feel like this vlog is like a repeat vlog of my vlog like 2 weeks ago, because I'm doing all the same stuff. Doctor's appointment and nails, but yeah, just did my nails. I did the hard gel fill, which was pretty fast, and then like the most neutral color I could find, and really short, so hopefully these will grow out nice and I can have them for like a month. To fill you on the doctor's appointment, not as exciting news as I was hoping for. I am literally still at 1 centimeter. It's been a whole month like that. My cervix is soft, but it's only 1 centimeter. I did ask her to do a membrane sweep, but she couldn't do like a full one because I wasn't like open enough. So she just said she did like some. It's probably not going to do that much. Definitely probably not going to put me into labor within the next 48 hours. So I got some work to do. Gotta do some walking. Gotta do some ball sitting. Gotta try all the things. I might even try pumping or just like stimulation. So yeah, that's where we're at. But I'm not past my due date yet. It's super common for first time moms to go like a week past. The only thing is we are approaching Christmas, and my doctor said she will not be on call on Christmas, so I will be on my own if I wait that long. We scheduled for me to come back in 1 week, so I'll be like 40 weeks and 5 days when I go to my next appointment, if I don't have the baby by then. But she's like, I think you're gonna have her by then, honestly, but if you don't, I'll see you in a week, and you know, we'll talk about like induction. But she knows that from the beginning I've been like, I don't want to be induced, we're not inducing. She's like, well, when we get to 41 weeks, like, we'll talk about it, because it's medically indicated. But we did an ultrasound on him, just to make sure that he's safe and happy in there, and boy is he happy in there. He is fat and happy in there. Amniotic fluid is good. He's in a good position. They checked his heart and his lungs, and they just did a little check. He's measuring 8 pounds and 7 ounces on the ultrasound. He's in the 77th percentile. So for everyone that says I look so small pregnant, I don't know where you're getting that, because I feel huge and he's literally huge. I'm hoping I don't go too late, because I don't need to push out a 9-pounder. I'm 5 feet tall, you guys. 5 feet. I'm like a small person. So that would be interesting. But I'm not gonna let that get in my head, because everyone's like, oh, big baby, it's dangerous. Your body's not gonna fit. I'm not letting that get in my head, because our bodies literally morph and change and move. And so I'm just gonna be like, my hips are so wide. They are so wide. They are just going to open up, and he's just gonna plop out. So that's the vibes that we're manifesting. Although I did see his cheeks, and they are very chubby. So I'm gonna go home. Brian's gonna bring home some lunch, and we'll eat lunch together. And I guess I'm gonna make my butt go on a walk, even though it sounds terrible. But we gotta get things moving. I'm gonna make some tea. This is my red raspberry leaf tea. I make it very strong, so I'm getting like the medicinal properties of it. I'm actually obsessed with this. Of course, when I'm trying to show you, it's like breaking. I got this little like tea sipper thing on Amazon, and it's so convenient because you just put the loose tea leaves in there, and then this fits in there, and you pour the water in, and then I let it literally steep overnight. So it's been sleeping since yesterday, almost 24 hours. You can see it's very concentrated, but if you're actually wanting the red raspberry leaf tea to do something for you, that's what they say you want to see. You don't want to just steep it for like 5 minutes. It's not going to be like that strong. So I just make a big thing of it, and then I'm going to put it in the microwave for like 1.5 minutes. You can also have it iced in the morning sometimes when I'm like really thirsty and I don't really want, like I want to have coffee, but then I want to have like a cold drink too. I'll just have this over ice. You can add honey to it, you can spice it up. I don't mind plain things, I don't mind bitter things, so I just have it how it is. So I did not film the process, but I just tried pumping for the first time and we got some gold. This was about, I don't know, 10 minutes. I did like maybe 5 minutes on each side. It took a little bit to get it going, but I was kind of surprised. I probably have more, but I got bored and I was like, I don't really need to be like getting a lot out. I just wanted to like stimulate, try to get this labor going. So I'm gonna save this, but I wasn't properly prepared to save it. So I'm gonna go buy like syringes tomorrow and put in the freezer. But Google said that I can store it in the fridge for like 4 days, 3-4 days. So I'll put it in the, and then it has to go in the freezer. So I'll put it in the freezer tomorrow, but I'm gonna do this for now. I don't know, this is probably frowned upon, but I don't know. I literally don't know how else to store this. So I'm gonna put a rubber band over the top and put this in the fridge, and then tomorrow I'll transfer it to like a syringe and then put those in plastic bags and then put that in the freezer. I don't know if that's like proper, so don't like copy me, but I don't want to throw it out, so that's what we're doing for now. But I will say I'm already having contractions. They definitely picked up. I'm always having contractions. Apparently doesn't mean anything, but they're feeling very frequent right now. So I wonder if it will turn into anything tonight. We shall see. All right, guys, so the pumping did not put me into labor. However, I did lose my mucus plug. It's a very exciting development. I ran up the stairs to tell Brian. Like it was the most exciting thing that ever happened to me. I was pretty surprised because, I mean, nothing crazy happened. I was just like, what is that? And I was like, oh my gosh, that's my mucus plug. So Google says, women who lose their mucus plug can go into labor within a day or 7 days. So that doesn't really mean much. However, things are changing, so it's definitely a positive sign. I'm gonna hope that I'm the 24-hour person, not the 7-day person. But maybe the little membrane sweep and the pumping did kind of like move things along yesterday. And as tired as I am, I'm gonna try to do some walking. Everyone is telling me I need to walk, but every time I walk I get so much cramping. I guess that's the point. So I'm gonna get out of the house for a little. I totally was gonna tell you guys when I got out of the shower, a little hack. So you know how I was hospitalized last week? If you didn't see it, I was in the hospital for like 3 days, and they put an IV on me, obviously, and they drew my blood every day. And the tape, when they would take it off, or like I would have the blood draw tape on, and then I would take that off, and then I'd get another one, it like rips out all of your hair. So I just shaved my arms. And obviously, like, no one in the hospital cares about your body hair. You don't have to worry about, like, shaving your coochie if you don't want, your legs. Nobody cares. But I would recommend shaving your forearms. Literally just for comfort, because when they put the tape on you and the IVs and stuff, it's like, that's the worst part, is like taking the tape off. It's like just as bad as like getting the IV, and I hate needles. So that just came into my head. And I wanted to share that. Is like, I mean, obviously I haven't been through labor yet, so I don't have like labor tips necessarily, but I do have being hospitalized tips. And shave your arms if you can. Well, another day has come and gone. I'm not even past my due date yet. I just like got in my head that he was coming early, so I think that's why I'm being like so antsy. I'm just really uncomfortable. So my brain now is going to breastfeeding because I started pumping last night to try to get labor going. And then I just pumped a little more right now. And I realized like I didn't have the proper storage for breast milk. Although I don't plan on like putting pressure on myself to build a supply right away. I can also hear that kind of can like make you start overproducing. But I just wanted to have everything ready. So I'm going to show you a bunch of stuff that I just got on Amazon. For like breastfeeding and like stuff to have right away. So most obviously nursing pads. I swear I had gotten some
for my baby shower, and like I couldn't find them, so I just ordered more disposable ones. I have reusable ones too. And then some nipple shields. So I don't know if I'll need them or not, but like if your baby has a hard time latching, I guess this can really help. And also maybe for like the pain at first. So I got those. Those were recommended by my doula. And then I think these are the syringes. So since I'm pumping colostrum right now, everyone says just to store the colostrum in like these little syringes because it's such small amounts. Then you can just like squirt it in the baby's mouth when they're born. So I'm gonna store it in those and put those in the freezer. I also got this tray. So this I'll probably use more down the road, but if I want to just freeze some breast milk in little cubes, I got this ice tray. It's good for like breast milk that you can freeze and then like maybe put in a bath later, or like when they get older you can put it in special like teething, I don't know, not binkies, but little teething chewer things. Some nice frozen breast milk. And then I realized that I didn't have a really good way to wash all of the bottle parts. So I got this to put in the dishwasher. So I can put all the little like nipples and like breast pump attachments and small things in here. I got a whole thing of plastic containers. I really only need one of these, but I plan on filling one with extra virgin olive oil and bringing it with me to the hospital. I'm gonna ask my doctor to put it on a towel and put it on my perineum when I'm like pushing. I don't know if she will, but I hear that really helps prevent tearing. And then also, I heard a mom say to put olive oil on their butt right after birth, because those first poops, like the meconium or whatever poops, are like really sticky, and olive oil being on there first makes it like so much easier. So yeah, I'll use olive oil on my butt and his butt. And so I just got some plastic containers for that. What is this? Oh yeah. These are little binky containers where you can put like bottle nipples, just to carry them on the go so they stay clean. So it came with like 3 of them. And then, so I have like plastic bags that attach to a breast pump to store breast milk. And then I was on Instagram and then I saw somebody saying, oh, you shouldn't store it in plastic. And I don't know, it's like I'm stuck in between like convenience and then like wanting to be as non-toxic as possible. So we'll see if this sticks. But I got some glass containers to store breast milk in the freezer. So here are the containers, and they're just like these cute little sizes, perfect for little bottles in the beginning. The lids are silicone, and then this is obviously glass, so you can pour the breast milk into here to store it. And it came with a marker, so I guess you can maybe write on there like the date and if it's like morning, AM or PM milk. So that's handy. It came with 2. Oh yeah, so there's actually like a lot in here that it comes with. There's like 12. So that's quite a good storage amount. So I'm gonna try to go with these, I think. I don't know. I'm not gonna like pressure myself to make it too complicated, but it was like 30 bucks for like all 12 of them, and I know that it's a lot healthier, so we'll try to do it. That's all the stuff that I got right now. Obviously I already had a lot of supplies, but as I'm getting closer, I'm starting to think about like the little details that I'm gonna need. I'll link all the things that I got in the description. Everything's from Amazon. Now I'm gonna transfer the colostrum that I pumped yesterday and today into these little syringes. This is what I just pumped tonight. Not that much, but I got bored. And the point is not really to make a supply. I'm just trying to start labor. So this is just honestly a perk. So what are these? I think that's just a lid. So yesterday, I think I pumped for a lot longer. I got bored today, so I was like, yeah, this is good enough. But, so I got like 4 syringes today and like 7 yesterday. So I'm gonna put these in the freezer. And yeah, that was pretty simple actually. So I woke up this morning and had the idea that I should try acupuncture because I've heard of labor-inducing acupuncture. I just know that it's good for you overall. I could have been doing it throughout my pregnancy. I didn't, but I texted this place that specializes in like pregnancy, fertility, babies, like all things having a baby. They're like a holistic wellness place and they do acupuncture, and they actually were like, we have time today in like 2 hours if you want to come. So I'm on my way there now. I have no idea what it feels like or what acupuncture really entails. I'm pretty sure you lay there and they put tiny needles in you. I have always been terrified of needles. I do really bad with all of that. But something about being pregnant makes you kind of get over it, and not get over it, but desensitized to it. And I'm just so over being pregnant, and I want to go into labor naturally that I'm willing to try anything. So I wasn't nervous about it till like right now, because now it's real and I'm driving there and I'm like, wait, what am I doing? So I'll let you know my thoughts on acupuncture for the first time. Alright, just arrived. True Health Acupuncture, Chinese herbology, cupping, gua sha, diagnostic ultrasound, and massage. Ooh, fancy. Okay, I just left acupuncture for the first time. It was like I had to just kind of mentally relax myself, so I wasn't like trying not to think about it too much, but it really didn't hurt. There was like a tiniest pinch on some of them. I felt it go in, and then I didn't feel it anymore at all. And then she prescribed me some herbs that I'm gonna drink 3 times a day for 3 days, and it's supposed to help with things. She was like an actual doctor. Like, we did a long consultation in the beginning, and she asked me so many questions. She looked at my tongue. She took my pulse. She told me I have low, my yin is like low or something, and I have stagnant energy in my liver and lungs, and a lot of like too much stress, I think. So yeah, we need to get those energies moving, she said, which the treatment should help with. So she like inserted the little needles, like she put one in the middle of my forehead, she put one on like each hand, she put one on like my knees, my shins, my ankles, the tops of my feet, and a few in my back. It was really interesting. I was laying on my side, and then she attached some electrodes to some of the needles, and I felt like a kind of like static energy, which is kind of, and one of my fingers twitched, which was like kind of creepy. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And she's like, it's okay. And then, once I was all like set up, she left the room for 25 minutes, and I like kind of was like dozing off. I was just like, first I tried to meditate to like not think about that I had like any needles in me. I just kept my eyes closed. And then I really like was like dozing off. And when she came in, I was like, oh, I gotta wake up. So it was definitely like a positive experience overall. And if I don't go into labor, then she's gonna have me come back in like 3 days, and then we'll do it again. So that'll be the day before I have my next appointment with my OB. So I'm hoping that like these 1 to 2 sessions before I see my OB hopefully puts me into labor, so we don't have to talk about induction, because next appointment my doctor's gonna want to talk about it and I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to do it. So yeah, overall I would do acupuncture again. I got food on my shirt, so I had to change it. But we're gonna go for a walk. I'm gonna try this famous curb walking, they call it. Famous.
It's a little chilly out.
Yeah, it is. Walking is so hard. What they say. What am I supposed to walk like this? And then we'll come back the other way and do the other side.
Jesus.
I think it's working.
Jesus. You look so ridiculous.
This is what they say to do.
Great, I'm glad you're doing it.
I don't make it up. The people. Instructions from the people. Oh, this is a big one.
You kind of look like a movie villain, like a cartoon villain.
Well, guys, 40 weeks in 1 day, no baby, which is totally common and normal. It's the first time mom. I could be pregnant another week, but I hope not. So I just really thought he was coming early. But I'm gonna keep trying all the things that I've been doing in this video and just keep trying until he comes out. All right, one last update, I hope. Let's see. This is 40 weeks and 1 day. I hope this is the last time we are seeing the bump on this channel, but I don't really know for sure what I have in store for you. So subscribe and don't miss out on his birth and all the fun, exciting things coming up really soon now, like really soon. So that is all for now. Till next time.